guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. So today we are working on starter townhouses. So we are going to be showing all of the townhouses. Usually lately I've been doing it individually, but today we are doing it all of them. We're doing all of them. So yes, I was a bit silly and I forgot that I was doing starter homes when I first did the first building, so we won't be showing that one today because I decided that I was going to do that off camera because it wasn't a starter home and I wanted it all to be starter homes. So I thought perhaps in number one the landlord or something could live in there and the rest of them would be starter homes because I really like the layout. I really liked how it turned out and I was like, well, we don't want to delete it because it looks really pretty, so I'm going to leave it. So we do have 5 starter homes that I'm going to be showing you today, and then the first one obviously will be Furnishing. It goes in my gallery, but I'm not going to be filming it today. I did film it, but I just thought I'd leave it out because I wanted it all to be focused on solely starter homes. I thought it would be fun that when you first get a family, if you're starting from the beginning, when you do get for rent, if you are getting the pack, then you'd be able to move in to one of these cute little townhouses straight away. So I did decide to go all out and just do it 20,000 for all of them. It was quite a struggle, not gonna lie. I don't usually do starter homes. I kind of had this like vision in my head that is like that they all look like Space Game with like virtually nothing in it, which isn't true. They turned out surprisingly nice. There's not a lot of clutter, which was difficult for me, Miss Queen of Clutter, but you know, we got there in the end. I do really like how they turned out. It just took me quite a while to work out what I wanted to do, but yeah, I really like it. It was quite a struggle to do the floor plans in the beginning because it was quite a small space, but then afterwards I made even smaller townhouses and then these seemed massive. So you know, appreciate what you got when you got it. But yeah, I really like how these turned out. I think they're really nice, the fact that they're pastel colours. I did try and keep the interior a similar colour scheme. They are slightly different. Because each exterior, say if we've got like the greenhouse we're just working on there, the interior walls are mostly green, but the furniture isn't necessarily green, so it was kind of just more like a wall theme rather than anything else, but all is well. So I'm just showing you the floor plan at the moment. Obviously there's a lot of them, and then we'll move on to townhouse number one. I absolutely adore making townhouses, and I don't know whether you guys have seen, but I've been live on YouTube a bit more lately, and we are making some townhouses, I say some, 20 townhouses live at the moment. So if you'd like to join us this evening, I'll likely be live this evening because I really need to finish the build before Thursday, because I want to make sure that I've got something extravagant to go out on Thursday, because I want to play in it myself as well. So yes, now we are just working on townhouse number 2. So as I said, number 1 is the landlord's, and then townhouse number 2 is the first starter townhouse. Nearly said apartment again then. I'm just so not used to making townhouses, and I always make apartments, so I'm just like so used to saying it. So yes, this is the first one, technically second, and it turned out really nicely. I did have to rejig a few things. Obviously it was quite difficult to make a starter home because I'm not used to doing it, and I think when you're used to making builds where you've got like complete freedom, it's really difficult to go from that to starter homes. It's not something I'm used to looking at. The budget in a house to just kind of go all out and just design, but looking at the budget was quite a challenge, but it was quite nice to do something a little bit different, because I think when you do the same thing all the time it can get repetitive, so it's nice to switch it up sometimes, do something a little bit different, and I really like how they turned out. So each townhouse, nearly said apartment again then, need to write it on my screen. Each townhouse has at least 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, at least. Some of them have 3 bedrooms, some of them have 3 bathrooms, and I do have a laundry room as well, which you could change into a bathroom if you preferred, but each townhouse has a laundry room, but it's very basic. I did add shelves in, and then I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work because I need the money. So I do end up deleting the shelf, and it is the most basic room you could possibly imagine. But you know, once you're simming some money, then you can spice up their laundry room, what every sim owner wants to do. So this townhouse is for a single mother. She has twin boys who are children, and she's got a little infant girl. I did struggle a little bit with the bedrooms because I wanted them to be as furnished as possible, but we also had 3 bathrooms to furnish, which was difficult because I had to include a bathtub for the infant, and obviously they got expensive, but I thought we'll have a shower included as well, so if the older ones need to wash, then they can wash in that bathroom as well, because having a bath drives me insane in game because it takes ages. So I always like to have a shower and bath if I can. I know technically they have a shower in the other room, so I could have, you know, been a bit more lenient, but hey ho. So I did struggle a bit with the money. As you can see, we're down to like 85 simoleons then, and then I can't remember what I deleted, but you know, we gained some income elsewhere, but hey ho. So yes, we did work it out in the end, which is always good. I think when you're doing builds like this, it's always a bit of trial and error, so you're kind of like, can we fit this in, is this going to work? And sometimes you have to just delete something that you really want, as such as the bathtub. So we did have to get rid of our shower and bath combo and change it for a simple bath so that we could actually furnish the baby's room and the children's room. So that was kind of frustrating, but all is well. It turned out nicely. I really like this house. I think it's really cute, and I think it's going to be so much fun when For Rent comes out. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's in 2 days, guys. It's less than 2 days technically, so that's going to be so fun. So I'm going to be likely live on Thursday, probably building, or maybe, I don't know. I'm going to move so many people into all of my townhouses. I'm like so excited for it. I've been building, like I said, I need to breathe. That was just one long sentence. I've built 20 townhouses. I'm in the process of finishing them. We've done 8, I think. We've done 8, so working on 9 at the moment, but it's a lot of fun. I'm really excited to just include like loads of people, and they'll have like their own like gated sort of community, as in like a cul-de-sac sort of thing, you know, or they could have like really, I don't know, there's so many possibilities. You could have like a really rich like collective of houses and they all live in this like really posh area of town, or you could have the polar opposite and we could have starter homes and like people who've just moved out and you're just starting off and they're all like quite young families, or like really chaotic 8-person household just full of children. Or just living in these little tiny houses, which I think is really realistic, which is why I love the pack so much. It's not even out yet and I already love it. But I think because obviously I'm British, I don't live in a city, I live in the countryside, but there are a lot of townhouses in the countryside. Obviously there's more apartments in the city, but there's a lot of townhouses which have like, you know, very close quarters, like, you know, I can't explain what I mean in words, but you know, small living spaces really close together then, which I think is really realistic for a lot of us, and it's very British. And I think in Sims I tend to build a lot of American style homes, which is wonderful and they are brilliant, but it's also nice to have a bit more generic to like my upbringing, I suppose. I haven't personally lived in a townhouse, but I know a lot of people do, and I think that it's very realistic, and I just really like making them, and I think it's going to be so fun because I have made so many builds in the past where they all live in these little townhouses but they're not actually functional. You can only have 8 people on the entire lot and the bills are insane, so obviously you have to cheat it, so it's going to be fun to not have to do that. So that's going to be exciting because I can actually live next door to like my child or something, and it's all on the same lot. I know obviously you'll have a loading screen, but it's just going to be so exciting. It's like so revolutionary for building as well. I think the Sims team are incredible. The stuff they've come out with like more recently is just insane, as well as like not just what they're bringing out, but the like texture of the content. So like obviously like, the build items from base game compared to now, obviously like nearly, well, how many years on? 9 years on? Nearly 10 years. In September it'll be 10 years. That's insane. But 10 years on from when the base game items came out, I just think it's like incredible how far the team have come, and they're awesome, and they are listening to our requests and taking into consideration what, you know, us builders or cast creators or game players or all of us combined are asking for, and I just think they're amazing, basically, to put it lightly. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun experience to have a completely different outlook on gameplay and to be able to play with so many different families and just, I don't know, you know, I hope you understand the excitement. I know a lot of people are like so excited for it. So I'm hoping that it's going to be as amazing as I've made it up in my head. I just don't see any reason for it not to be, so I'm sure it'll be brilliant, but it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so I have also been making a lot of CAS, which I never do normally, but I've been doing a lot of CAS work because I want my townhouses to actually be filled with people if you would like to include them. So you can fill up the other spaces. You've got a lot of like new friends for your Sims, because I find that quite frustrating personally. When I download, not when I download, but when I like play a certain household, I don't necessarily want to go into CAS to spend ages like making them friends or something. It's nice to just have pre-made Sims already in the world that they can make friends with and like fall in love with, and you know, all the background story wonderfulness. So I have begun to do some CAS as well, so you've got some extra people for your builds, so it's going to be exciting. I think this whole thing is just going to be brilliant, and honestly it's like my favourite part of this month because personally this month is really difficult for me. I like to keep it real on my content. I feel like sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a negative. I feel like people can be very judgmental, but I think for the people who are like really genuine, it's nice to feel like, you know, you're, I don't know what the word is, not normal, that's the wrong word, but you know, that other people feel like you do, I suppose. That's why I like watching certain creators, because I feel like they understand where I'm at, and I think it's always good to be like real and, you know, just true to yourself, is what I'm saying. So this month is particularly difficult for me because my granddad died nearly a whole year ago in a couple of days, and Christmas is difficult for families who are struggling with loss or just anything really. The holidays can be difficult for a multitude of reasons, but it's going to be particularly difficult this year because I feel like a year on from grief, there's just a lot of things going on. I found it particularly challenging myself. I haven't dealt with grief as an adult before, so it's definitely just a whole different ball game. It's definitely a challenge, but I think it's important to be like true to yourself and just say it like it is. So this month is particularly difficult and Sims is keeping me sane, so I'm really looking forward to For Rent to come out because it'll be a great distraction and hopefully to inspire a lot of you guys with all of my creations, which is always what I love to do. I love to see all of your guys' work as well. There's so many talented people in this community, it's insane. But yeah, so just know that if you are struggling, you're not alone, and there's a multitude of reasons why everyone is struggling, and no one in this entire universe is not going through something difficult. Everyone's dealing with something. So just be kind to one another, but also make sure that you're always true to yourself. I find there's a lot of drama online, which I'm usually involved in some way, but I think it's difficult because I will always say it like it is, and people like to twist the truth and they like to believe what they want to believe, and on the internet you really cannot, and I mean cannot at all, convince someone to believe what is the truth if they don't want to, and there's just no use in trying. You can say what the truth is, and if they choose not to believe it, that's not your responsibility. I feel like a lot of people take things the wrong way, or they like to twist the truth, and all just ends up in just one jumble, and it's really exhausting, and especially when you're already dealing with something in the background of everything. So just take care of yourselves, guys. I'm sure you're all wonderful, but just make sure that you are being aware of your own actions as well, myself included. You know, no one's perfect, but just make sure that you're being as nice of a person as you possibly can, and just be aware that everyone's dealing with something, so just be nice when you can. Preferably all of the time, but you know, we're all human. I feel like everyone makes mistakes, but just be as lovely as you can be for the longest part of your day. But anyway, my rant over for the day, my motivational speaking talk is done. It's mostly for myself. It's nice, I guess, just to try and like talk out how you feel. I think it's important to know that you've got like a community who are supportive and understanding, and also just human. You know, we're all the same. We're all going through something, and just be there for one another and just keep it real, as well as, you know, having a lot of fun when you can. But I think Sims for a lot of people is a great escapism, especially I've found as well as a builder. A lot of people use Sims as their like escape route from like whatever they're dealing with, which is totally understandable. I'm like that when I'm stressed. It's like I go into build mode, we're just in a zone. So this game is just incredible for like every single element of its purpose. If you couldn't tell, I love the game. But yeah. So now we're just working on, I think, townhouse number 4. Are we on 4? I could be wrong, maybe 5. 4, I think, yeah. But I'm really excited for the pack for all of the reasons I've said. Just expanding everything, expanding our community, expanding our like building possibilities and gameplay stories and casts, and just, I mean, I'm not a huge cast person, don't get me wrong, I'm not like majorly into cast, but like I still love having that as an extra, you know. I feel like when building gets like tedious, when I've done it all day, it's really nice just to like chill out in cast. It's like my calm place, whereas building's like my work mode. But yeah, so just make sure that you're always doing what you love, make sure you're happy in what you're doing, and just be true to yourself, guys. And yeah, I'm sorry for the motivational talk today, but I think it's good some days. Sometimes when I watch videos, I just want to like escape, and other times I just want to like relate to someone, I guess. So I hope you guys feel safe in my community and that you're all welcome, and from every walk of life you're all welcome here, as long as you're a good person. That's all that matters. So yes, I am going to end the voiceover by here for today, guys. We do have the rest of this lovely townhouse left, and we've got another one after this, so stay tuned. But yeah, I am going to end the voiceover by here, and I'm going to go and work on my 20 townhouses for Thursday. I will likely be live later, so if you guys do want to come and hang out, that would be wonderful. I always love having you there, you're all great. And yeah, so that is all for today, guys. Stay around to watch the other townhouse if you would like to. I'd really appreciate it. All of your support is always greatly appreciated, and you're also wonderful. So yes, I hope you all have the most wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys probably tomorrow if I can come up with another build in the meantime of my 20 townhouses. I'm sure I've got something in the bag. So stay tuned for that, but Thursday will be the most exciting day. So yeah, so I hope you all have a lovely day, and I shall see you guys tomorrow or Thursday. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
Make you singing in falsetto, get all hippie in the meadows. Oh, I keep kicking pillies in my sneakers, dirty jeans and dirty t-shirts. Call me classy, I believe you. Everybody is my friend. Lord, I can see what you came here to do, and I'm all low, stuck in the middle, going on for sure. Hey, lose the rhythm with me, dance, take it chill, yeah, pick your pace. I'm just hanging with my friends. Oh hey, get your groove on, make it sway. Do your thing, boy, it's okay. I think we'll be more than friends. I think we'll be more than friends. We'll be more than
You're a guilt trip, feeding me with all these lies. I feel sick. You're a bad choice that I made 5 years ago at some party in New York. are you texting me to tell me that I'm shit? Why are you still going on about things I never did? Maybe you can't see that I'm hard to hold. I know I'm a basket case you think should be alone, but I still have my friends, don't want